Oregon's Roloff Farm, featured on Little People, Big World, for sale again. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Fans of the TLC series, Little People, Big World, have watched members of Oregon's Roloff family go through all sorts of changes, from kids growing up to family members leading the show and the divorce of Matt Roloff and Amy Roloff. One familiar element remained though, and that was the family's home on Roloff Farms in the Helvetia area. But the fate of the property became a contentious issue, as the Oregonian/Oregon Life and other sources reported that Matt Roloff announced in 2022 that he wanted to sell part of the farm, a 16-acre parcel listed for a price of $4 million. But that wasn't the end of the story. As People magazine reported later in 2022, Roloff said he was pulling the part of the farm off the market and instead planned to turn it into an Airbnb-style destination for travelers. Drama ensued as one of the Roloff offspring, Zach Roloff, expressed interest in buying part of the farm, which didn't happen. Instead, Zach and his wife, Tori, and their family moved from Oregon and settled in Bow Ground, Washington. In 2024, Zach and Tori Roloff announced that they plan to depart Little People, Big World. In the latest twist, Matt Roloff has put Roloff Farms on the market again with a listing price of $2,895,000. Here's how the property is described in a news release from the Real Brokerage, which is handling the sale. Located just outside Portland in Hillsboro, Oregon, this 16-acre estate blends luxury living with unmatched creative potential. The 5-bedroom, 6,462 Swift main home includes a theater, gourmet kitchen, and multiple offices, while the property's showstoppers are what set it apart. A custom-built western town, a 3,600 Swift barn, scenic bridges, a pool, and even a miniature castle. Little People, Big World has aired on TLC since 2006. Earlier in the show's run, it focused on life at the farm, Matt and Amy Roloff, who have dwarfism, and their children, Zach, who also has dwarfism, and Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob. As People reports, at this point, it's not clear if Little People, Big World will return for more seasons. Little People Big World star Matt Roloff reveals family farm is back on the market. Details on updated listing. Fans of Little People Big World have the opportunity to purchase a piece of reality TV history again. Nearly 3 years after listing a piece of Roloff Farms on the market for $4 million, Matt Roloff has revealed that he is once again hoping to offload a portion of his family's famous Hillsboro, Oregon, farm, this time for the new and reduced price of $2,895,000. Roloff Farm, the original farmhouse, has been a monumental part of my life for over 30 years, the father of 4 revealed to People this week. This legacy property was shared with millions of you around the world through Little People, Big World. It holds some of the most magical memories and will forever live deep in my heart. As the Ashley previously told you, when Matt initially listed the portion of Roloff Farms, which includes the Roloff family's former home, notable red barn, and 16 of the farm's 109 acres, he made it clear that he wasn't happy about selling the property as he wanted to stay in the family. Matt insinuated at the time that his twin sons, Zach and Jeremy Roloff, were to blame for him having to sell the farm, ultimately igniting a feud between Zach and Matt that became public when Zach blasted his dad on social media in May 2022 for manipulating the narrative of the situation to Little People Big World fans. Despite his efforts to sell the listed portion of Roloff Farms in summer 2022, Matt went on to announce in October 2022 that he was scrapping the sale idea and instead turning the 6-bedroom, 5.5-bathroom farmhouse into a short-term rental, which opened to guests in December 2022. Less than 8 months later, Matt relisted the home for $3,395,000, a significant decrease from the initial $4 million asking price. While Matt noted this week that he truly hoped that the entire farm would remain in the family forever, he claimed that life happened and that was not meant to be. My kids each have their own wonderful lives, some with their own farms, projects, and their own individual dreams, which I honor and am so proud of, he added. As for why he isn't planning to hold onto the piece of property himself, Matt said that as he approaches his 64th birthday, he's learned that less is truly more. These days, I find joy in life's simpler blessings, spending time with my precious grandchildren, focusing on a new, exciting TV project, and soaking up the Arizona sunshine, he said. As the Ashley previously reported, Matt and fiancée Karen Chandler purchased a home in Surprise, Arizona from Karen's parents in 2018 for $375,000 as a vacation home. Matt said he's also hoping that the piece of Roloff Farms will bring the new owners as much happiness as it brought his own family over the years. "This property isn't just a home, it's a launchpad for big dreams," Matt said. "There's a kind of magic here. The moment you step on the farm, your senses tingle, your imagination soars, and your heart feels like you're home," he continued. "We know the next owner will love it as much as we did." Related story, Zach Roloff talks about having to film on a rigid schedule for Little People Big World during his childhood. Very stressful. Little People, Big World star Matt Roloff selling family farm again with major price change. Little People, Big World alum Matt Roloff has listed his family's famous farmhouse for sale once again, this time with a major price cut. The former TLC star, 63, is listing 16 acres of his 109-acre Helvetia Ore property, including a 5,373 square foot farmhouse, for $2,895,000, with the real brokerage, as first reported by PUBL. See the listing here. Roloff Farm and the original farmhouse has been a monumental part of my life for over 30 years, the reality personality told the outlet in a statement. This legacy property was shared with millions of you around the world through Little People Big World. It holds some of the most magical memories and will forever live deep in my heart. Yes, I had truly hoped that the entire farm would remain in the family forever, but life happened, and that was not meant to be, added Matt, who is dad to twins Jeremy Roloff and Zach Roloff, 34, daughter Molly Roloff, 31, and son Jacob Roloff, 28, with ex-wife Amy Roloff. "My kids each have their own wonderful lives, some with their own farms, projects, and their own individual dreams, which I honor and am so proud of." The family's 5-bedroom, 5.5-bathroom farmhouse is also decked out with a custom kitchen, home theater, 6-car garage, swimming pool, and spa. "As I approach my 64th birthday, this old grandpa has learned that less is truly more," said Matt, who has been spending most of his time in Arizona with fiancée Karen Chandler since 2018. "These days I find joy in life's simpler blessings, spending time with my precious grandchildren, focusing on a new, exciting TV project, and soaking up the Arizona sunshine." The Roloff family's farm has been an issue of contention since Matt and Amy's 2016 divorce. In 2020, Amy, 62, sold her portion of the land to her ex-husband for $975,000, and while both Zach and Jeremy told their father they'd be interested in buying part of the farm, he put the land up for sale to the public in May 2022 for $4 million. In October 2022, Matt took the property off the market, announcing that the main home would now serve as a vacation rental. In August 2023, Matt put the property back on the market for $3,395,000, but he then took it back off the market for a second time in December 2023. Little People, Big World's Matt Roloff lists family farm for sale for third time for $2.9 million. Little People, Big World alum Matt Roloff listed his family farmhouse for sale again in a third attempt to sell the property. The 5,373 square foot farmhouse on 16 acres in Helvetia, Oregon is on the market at a price of $2,895,000 with the Tursic Real Estate Group. People was the first to report the listing on Monday, April 28. In addition to the 5-bedroom main residence, the property includes the 3,600 square foot Big Red Barn, as well as a one-of-a-kind western town, complete with a saloon, jail, post office, and general store, ideal for hosting events, building your brand, or simply indulging in a unique lifestyle, per the listing. Roloff Farm and the original farmhouse has been a monumental part of my life for over 30 years, Matt, 63, told People about relisting the property. This legacy property was shared with millions of you around the world through Little People Big World. It holds some of the most magical memories and will forever live deep in my heart. Little People Big World was canceled by TLC in November 2024 after 25 seasons. Yes, I had truly hoped that the entire farm would remain in the family forever, but life happened, and that was not meant to be. Matt explained about the property where he and his ex-wife, Amy Roloff, raised twins Jeremy Roloff and Zach Roloff, 34, daughter Molly Roloff, 31, and son Jacob Roloff, 28. Following their divorce in 2016, Amy, 62, decided to sell her portion of the land to her ex in 2020 for $975,000. Zach and Jeremy had both expressed an interest in buying part of the farm, but Matt first put 16 acres and the main house up for sale to the public in May 2022 for $4 million. He announced that it was no longer for sale in October 2022, as Matt decided to turn the home into a vacation rental. Matt put the property back on the market for a second time in August 2023 for $3,395,000. After failing to attract a desirable bid, the reality star took the property off the market for a second time in December 2023. This property isn't just a home, it's a launchpad for big dreams. There's a kind of magic here, Matt told People about the farm. The moment you step on the farm, your senses tingle, your imagination soars, and your heart feels like you're home. We know the next owner will love it as much as we did, he added about whoever decided to purchase the property. The decision to try to sell the farm for a third time comes amid Matt sharing several proud posts about his family's longtime home. This barn never fails to make me happy, so many of you have never really seen inside. Why? Because the past 21 years the film crew used it as their home base. Soon I'll arrange a video tour inside, he captioned an April 26 photo of the property's red barn. The new listing described the structure as a blank canvas, ready to be transformed into your dream office, studio, workshop, or guest quarters, perfect for any business venture or creative pursuit. The following day, Matt shared a video atop a riding lawn mower, writing in the caption, "One thing that relaxes me the most, mowing the farm." While Matt is hanging onto the pumpkin growing portion of his farm, he's been spending part of the year in Arizona with fiancée Karen Chandler ever since the duo purchased a home there in 2018. "There's no way I could be away from my grandbabies for more than a couple weeks at a time," he told fans in a 2018 Facebook Live. "I do enjoy the heat and the low humidity, so I bought a house down here. It's kind of an investment property and something to play around with." Matt shared in an April 28 Instagram post how easily he and Karen, 57, moved between the two properties, raced from the farm in Oregon down to our Arizona place just in time to catch another open-air concert in the desert. A Journey tribute band. So fun and a very lively evening hanging